I am Adi Sabat. I'm Jacob's mom, and for this project, I interviewed my grandmother, who's a 90-year-old Holocaust survivor.
Question number one. Where in Europe is she from?
My grandmother was born in Vilna, which at the time was Poland, and after the war became part of Russia.
Question number two. How old was she when the war broke out?
She was 10, but she told everyone that she was 12 because she thought that that would help her survive.
Question number three. What was Europe like before the war broke out?
Europe was wonderful. She lived like a normal 10-year-old girl who liked to play games and hang out with her friends and go to school and do things with her parents. Everything was fantastic except for the growing anti-Semitism, which even at 10 years old, she felt.
Question number four. What concentration camps did she go to?
She went to a couple of concentration camps. The ones she mentioned were Kloga, which was in Estonia. She was there most of the time. And for the last months, she went to Stutov, which was in Poland, right before it was liberated.
Question number five. What jobs did she perform while in the camp?
In Kloga, she worked different kinds of jobs, mainly on the railroad, where they used to remove the wooden part and replace it. She also made clothes for the Nazis. And in Stutov, she worked really only on the railroad.
Question number six. How was life inside the concentration camps?
Life in the concentration camps was horrible. She saw people who were close to her die right in front of her eyes. She got beat up on a daily basis. She saw people hung. She saw people getting burnt and shot. It was really horrific for a 10-year-old to a 12-year-old to see.
Here is some background information on the Kluga and Shutov concentration camps. Emma was in the Kloga concentration camp in Estonia and the Shutov concentration camp in either Poland or Germany. It always changes regions. In the Kloga concentration camp, at the beginning of the war, they had around 2,000 to 3,000 Jewish people. And at the end of the war, there was about only 80 left. And my grandma was one of those lucky 80 people. The main jobs performed at this camp were making weapons for the military and mainly the Nazis. She was then transferred by train to the Shutov concentration camp, where she had a short-term say because pretty much right when she got there, the war ended and the United States liberated all the camps in Germany. Though there was about 85,000 casualties here, there was a lot of people that were living here. In this camp, she worked on the train tracks, building and replacing the train tracks. Question number 7. Did she ever attempt to escape? If so, how?
No, she never ever tried to escape because she was really, really scared that she would get killed. She saw people trying and they would be shot.
Question number 8. When the war ended, did she go back to Israel?
After the war ended, she went back to Vilna to look for her family. And when she went there, she realized that they were all killed, except for someone told her that her father was still alive and he actually moved to Israel.
Question number 9. Did she lose anyone really close to her?
She lost every single person in her family. The only person that survived was her dad, but she didn't get to see him for a few years until after the...
Question number 10. When she met up with her dad, was the relationship good?
It actually was very strange. They both didn't know what to do with each other because they lost everyone, and after so many years, they almost felt like strangers. But they tried to make a relationship, and it was really, really difficult because he was remarried and she was married at that point. She had 2 children at that point, and it was just not. They really could never get back to the way things were when they didn't see each other at age since she was 10 years old.
All right, thank you.